Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Prescott off play action. On the move, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's Ross Blacklock who earns the sack. How about the defense there trying to set the tone of the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing the tone for this one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 34. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Prescott now from the 50. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott is going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 7 yards there and a first down. The Vikings 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Point it right. Real.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Alert!
They go play action. Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first-quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents. We got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He put it on the carpet, a fumble. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dalvin Tomlinson, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Here's Beckham. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Mayfield on play action. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they'll lock this down inside the 30.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield.
Open man, Parham. He's got him. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back. Really sets them back now for 2nd down.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And oh, it's wide right. No good.
And no good.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Prescott on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Inside give to Elliott. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll buy some time right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
But Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Play action now. Prescott. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now back to the ground with Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
On the sneak, it's Prescott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead down to 3 at 13-10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hey, we're 33.
Play fake. Mayfield.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Five yards remain on second down. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A first down throw for Prescott. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They go to Elliott again. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that's going to tie us at 13. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. Pass over the middle, tipped, but he still brings it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that changes things. Here's first and 10 all the way up at the 45. A give to Cook out of the gun. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield now from the 50. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Jaron Curse, he's the one who got in there, knocked it free. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert. Run. Hey, alert.
Here's Mayfield. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they have regained the lead. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Draw play, Elliott. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Looking to throw. Prescott. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the markers. He'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. One now on 3rd and 1.
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. The give is to Elliott. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. First down, Prescott. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Andrew Booth puts it off, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. You have to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one won a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 119 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Prescott. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. It's a big game. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 24, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long, soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Sly able to put this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently. Right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield on play action. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Mayfield. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's Dak. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. We knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they have.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So it's a win for the Vikings, and it was thanks in large part to the